In this video, I'm going to share with you the 10 most unreliable new vehicles you can buy, ones that will give you a hard time even reaching 60,000 miles without trouble. Let's dive in. Let's kick off the list with the first vehicle, the Nissan Rogue. While the Rogue is known for being a practical and well-designed SUV, it has some serious drivetrain issues that raise concerns about its long-term reliability. The Rogue uses a turbocharged, three-cylinder engine with variable compression technology, a unique and complicated design. Now, complexity in an engine doesn't always spell reliability problems, but in this case, it definitely does. This engine is prone to internal bearing and link damage, leading to issues like knocking noises, loss of power, and in the worst-case scenario, complete engine failure. In fact, the NHTSA is currently investigating this problem, which impacts hundreds of thousands of vehicles produced in recent years. Even if you manage to dodge the major engine problems, the Nissan Rogue still presents another significant reliability concern: CVT failure. Nissan's Jatco continuously variable transmissions, CVTs, are well known for their weaknesses and tendency to fail prematurely. Since these CVTs are typically not rebuildable, they can be very expensive to replace. Between the potential engine issues and long-term transmission problems, the Rogue might not be the best option for long-term ownership. However, it's the kind of SUV that's perfect to lease for a few years and then return before any major problems arise. Smart thinking ahead makes a big difference. Keep exploring your options, and you're sure to find the right vehicle that fits your needs perfectly. Next up, in the number 9 spot, is the Infiniti QX50. The QX50 shares many of the same issues as the Nissan Rogue. It uses the same turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with the complex variable compression technology, similar to the Rogue's 3-cylinder engine. On top of that, it comes equipped with the same continuously variable transmission, which raises concerns for long-term reliability. Both the engine and transmission could lead to serious issues over time, making the QX50 a questionable choice for long-term ownership. It's also worth noting that this same drivetrain can be found in the Nissan Altima, sold in the US, so the concerns apply to that model as well. Next up, in the number 8 spot, we have the Ford Bronco Sport. Ford's history of issues with their EcoBoost engines is well known, and unfortunately, the 1.5-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine used in the Bronco Sport and Ford Escape is no exception. This engine has been plagued with numerous problems. One of the most concerning issues is a recall for cracking fuel injectors, which could lead to a potential engine fire. But that's not all. This engine is also prone to overheating, turbocharger failures, cooling system leaks, and even head gasket failure. Small 3-cylinder engines like this, and the one found in the Nissan Rogue, tend to be highly stressed and are incredibly complex, which makes them more susceptible to reliability concerns over time. Ford has already been forced to replace many of these engines under warranty, which doesn't bode well for long-term ownership. If you're considering buying a Bronco Sport for the long haul, it's best to stay away from this model. Leasing might be a safer option if you really like the vehicle but don't want to risk costly repairs down the road. In the number 7 spot, we have the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid. While the Pacifica is a practical and well-designed minivan, the hybrid version has been plagued with a number of reliability concerns, particularly when it comes to its hybrid system. This vehicle has faced numerous recalls, with some of the most severe problems being hybrid system malfunctions that can potentially lead to fires. Additionally, the Pacifica plug-in hybrid has experienced issues with the engine unexpectedly shutting down, as well as a wide array of electronic problems. What makes things even more concerning is that Chrysler technicians often struggle to diagnose and repair these problems, leaving many owners frustrated. In fact, the Pacifica recently earned the dubious distinction of being ranked as the least reliable vehicle one could purchase according to the latest Consumer Reports reliability study. Given these issues, the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid is a risky choice for long-term ownership, especially if you're looking for a vehicle that will easily make it to 60,000 miles without major headaches. In the number 6 spot, we have the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE and the Jeep Wrangler 4xE. Jeep's 4xe plug-in hybrid models have been plagued by serious reliability issues. Both vehicles have faced multiple recalls, including a particularly dangerous one where the engine could shut down while driving, as well as hybrid battery problems that could lead to vehicle fires. On top of these recalls, owners have reported a host of other issues, including drivetrain failures, electronic malfunctions, and performance concerns. Many technicians also struggle to diagnose and repair these hybrid-related problems, which adds to the frustration of owners. Furthermore, reports of poor hybrid efficiency, especially in cold weather, have left many questioning the benefits of the hybrid system. Given the premium price tag attached to these 4xe models, the payoff simply doesn't seem worth the risk for long-term ownership. In summary, the Jeep 4xe models come with way too many unresolved issues to have any confidence in their ability to last over the long haul. If you're interested in one, it's best to lease it for a short term rather than buy. Staying away altogether might be an even better decision. In the number 5 spot, we have full-size pickup trucks, specifically the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra. It's a bit unfortunate to include these trucks, because GM's full-size pickups and SUVs have traditionally been known for their durability and long-lasting nature. However, the introduction of cylinder deactivation technology, also known as active fuel management or dynamic fuel management, about 15 years ago, has severely hurt their reliability. This system, used in the Ecotec 3.5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 engines, is intended to improve fuel efficiency by deactivating some of the engine's cylinders under lighter loads. Unfortunately, this technology has led to major engine problems. The lifters in these engines often collapse or get stuck, which can cause knocking, ticking noises, and in some cases, a complete engine shutdown. If the lifters fail, it usually means significant engine damage, and in many cases, the engine may need to be replaced. This issue has sparked class action lawsuits against General Motors, as it affects not only the Silverado and Sierra, but also GM's full-size SUVs like the Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, and Escalade. The sheer frequency of this problem and the high repair costs make these trucks a risky choice for long-term ownership, despite their strong legacy. Thankfully, most of these engines are being replaced under warranty, but given how widespread and frequent these issues are, especially at low mileage, there's real uncertainty about the long-term reliability of these trucks beyond the warranty period. Even if the engine is replaced, it doesn't guarantee freedom from future problems, and owners are left questioning how durable these trucks will be over time. Additionally, the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra have other reliability concerns beyond the engine, including issues with shuddering, rough shifting, and failures with the 10-speed automatic transmissions. These transmission problems further erode confidence in these vehicles' ability to hold up for long-term ownership. It's worth noting that other full-size trucks, such as those from Ram and Ford, also have their own significant issues. Ford's EcoBoost engines are known for experiencing reliability problems, including turbo failures, while the Ram 1500 has its share of Hemi engine lifter problems and transmission issues as well. While all the major brands need to improve reliability, the prevalence and severity of issues with GM trucks make them stand out, particularly in a negative way. This consistency in problems is what sets GM's trucks apart when it comes to long-term reliability concerns. The Land Rover Range Rover earns the number 4 spot due to its long-standing reputation for poor reliability. While these vehicles are undeniably luxurious and capable off-road, the list of potential problems is extensive and has been well documented over the years. Range Rovers are notorious for engine issues, transmission failures, air suspension problems, and a myriad of electronic glitches that seem to crop up regularly. For many owners, it's not uncommon to experience multiple breakdowns or faults, and getting through a long stretch of time where everything works as it should can feel like a rare event. One of the biggest concerns is the air suspension system, which, while providing a smooth and adjustable ride, is prone to failures that are expensive to fix. Similarly, the complex electronic systems in Range Rovers are often a source of frustration, with everything from infotainment issues to malfunctioning sensors frequently popping up. If you're considering owning a Range Rover past its warranty period, be prepared for some hefty repair bills. These vehicles can be a major financial burden to maintain, and their reliability record suggests they're not built for long-term trouble-free ownership. Deep pockets and a high tolerance for frequent repairs are prerequisites for anyone who wants to venture into Range Rover ownership beyond the warranty phase. In short, unless you're prepared for constant maintenance headaches and steep repair costs, these vehicles are best avoided for long-term ownership. The Jaguar F-Pace, coming in at number 3, shares many of the same reliability concerns as its sibling, the Range Rover. Like many European luxury brands, Jaguar has a reputation for offering beautifully designed vehicles with excellent performance, but with a long list of potential issues that make long-term ownership questionable. The F-Pace suffers from severe engine problems, such as oil and coolant leaks, which can lead to overheating or other serious engine failures. In addition, transmission issues and fuel system problems frequently arise, making these SUVs a challenge to maintain. Much like with the Range Rover, electronic issues are prevalent as well, with many owners reporting problems with infotainment systems, sensors, and dashboard warnings that can be difficult and expensive to repair. Luxury European brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi can also suffer from some of these reliability concerns, particularly as their complex technology and advanced features age. However, Jaguar and Land Rover seem to push these reliability problems to another level, making their vehicles particularly risky for ownership beyond the warranty period. The repair costs for these issues can be staggering, and parts are often expensive and difficult to source. For anyone considering a Jaguar F-Pace, it's highly recommended to avoid owning one past its warranty, as the maintenance and repair bills can quickly stack up, making it a nightmare to keep on the road. Lease it, enjoy it for a few years, and move on before the warranty expires. In the number 2 spot, we have the Volkswagen Taos, a non-luxury European vehicle that shares many of the same reliability concerns as some of its more premium counterparts. While Volkswagen has a long-standing reputation for producing solid cars, the Taos stands out for all the wrong reasons. The 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that powers the Taos has already been flagged for several major concerns, including fuel system problems, engine leaks, and in some cases, total engine failure. These issues can be devastating to the car's longevity, especially when combined with Volkswagen's sometimes challenging repair processes. For the all-wheel drive versions, the dual-clutch automated manual transmission, also known as DSG, adds another layer of potential problems. While these transmissions are lauded for their quick shifts and performance benefits, they are notorious for being jerky at low speeds and are prone to premature failure. When these transmissions fail, the cost of repair or replacement can be astronomical. Additionally, electrical issues have long plagued Volkswagen vehicles, and the Taos is no exception. Everything from infotainment glitches to lighting malfunctions can arise, and repairing these electronic systems can be quite costly, particularly once the vehicle is out of warranty. Given all these factors, the Volkswagen Taos is another vehicle that's best leased rather than purchased for long-term ownership. Its complex engine, transmission issues, and electronic problems all add up to a vehicle that is unlikely to make it to high mileage without significant expensive repairs. At number 1 on the list, we have any Hyundai or Kia model equipped with the 2.0-liter 4-cylinder Theta engine. The reliability concerns surrounding this engine and its 2.4-liter sibling are some of the most notorious in the automotive world. For more than a decade, various Hyundai and Kia models, including the Kona, Seltos, Soul, Forte, and Elantra, have been plagued by issues with this engine family. These engines are known for excessive oil consumption, ticking or knocking sounds, and bearing or rod failure. Perhaps most alarming is the fact that these problems can escalate to complete engine failure, or in the worst cases, cause the vehicle to catch fire. Since 2011, Hyundai and Kia have recalled millions of vehicles due to these widespread engine defects, including a staggering 10 million vehicles globally. While they have made efforts to address the issues through recalls and engine replacements, as well as paying substantial fines and facing class action lawsuits, the problems persist. Even with brand new models using the 2-liter engine, there is still significant uncertainty about whether the underlying issues have been fully addressed. Owners continue to report premature engine failures, and despite extended warranties and recalls, The long-term reliability of these engines remains deeply in question. Given the high risk of engine failure and the ongoing recalls, these Hyundai and Kia models are among the most unreliable vehicles you can buy today. For potential buyers, it's critical to be aware of the risks associated with long-term ownership, as these cars are likely to come with significant repair costs and headaches well before hitting high mileage. Let me know what you thought of this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos by clicking the links over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.